What is the difference between stress and burnout? I'm Professor Almuth McDowall. I'm here in the School of Psychological Sciences at Birkbeck.
And I'm Dr. Teoh. I'm Senior Lecturer in Organisational Psychology at Birkbeck Business School. And when it comes to stress, essentially it's a reaction to the challenges and demands in our working environment. Over extended periods of time with high demands, high challenges, that can actually be quite detrimental to our physical and also our mental health. Because what stress does, it elicits a reaction physically. So we talk about increased blood pressure, increasing our heart rate, perhaps sweating a little bit more. Emotionally, in terms of changes to our mood, we become a little bit more irritable. Our behaviors, we might be withdrawing from the workplace, we might be making more mistakes. And also in terms of our cognitive abilities, it might affect how we perceive things, our levels of concentration. So it's really important that we understand that stress is something that we shouldn't take lightly. However, in certain situations, a healthy level of stress where people have the right support, have the right resources, can potentially be quite helpful to stimulate people, to encourage people, and to push people to do a little bit better. For that stress, burnout's slightly different. Almuth.
So burnout, what is the difference to stress? Burnout is a syndrome that has got 3 key markers. The first one is what we call a state of depletion. So your tank is empty, you've got nothing left in the tank. The second feature is that we become much more cynical about what it is that we're doing, how we are living, but also about other people actually. Is this really worth doing? And then the third marker is that we become far less effective. So things that we used to be able to do really well, there's suddenly a real struggle for us. We might not be able to do them at all. And severe burnout is a point of no return where people are going to be absent from work for a long time because burnout hits us mentally in terms of a very increased risk of depression, for instance, but also physically. So, for instance, experiencing tinnitus, weight gain, weight loss, all these things can also go hand in hand with burnout.
And that actually also links in when it comes to stress, because stress also over a long period of time incurs health issues, health challenges. So there's strong links between stress and cardiovascular disease, such as heart conditions and stroke, compromised immunity, musculoskeletal issues as well, amongst other things. So certainly when we think about stress, it's important for us to think, how are we resourcing people? How are we supporting people to be able to cope appropriately in the environments that they are in?
And one thing that all of us can do, either when we spot somebody who's got that heightened level of activity or somebody who's just becoming that little bit more grey and invisible, ask them how they are. If they don't answer, ask them again. No, how are you really? Having that human conversation is often a really good starting point.
And on that note, how are you, Almuth?
I'm good, thank you.